Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, ladies and gents, the SAA website has been remodeled to a small degree to give you better access. Now, you're still going to have the index folder when you click on a link. But however, we placed all of the files corresponding to what they deal with in their own particular folders, such as if you need an application to apply and the disposition request doc, you will simply click on application and disposition requests and both documents are there. If you need a copy of any of the three contracts, you have two options. You can click on contracts, which has all the documents related to the contracts, or you can just simply scroll down and click on the links for the individual contracts. You have the first one for the bankers dealing with mortgages, which is the same one. Oh, by the way, you'll have to click on the contract folder to get a copy of the contract dealing with the debt. We will probably put up a link, a card that is for that debt file, but you click on the contract and the contract link up top and you'll get that. This one is for incarcerated, click on the link, it'll take you right there. This one is for the infant estate, click on the link, it'll take you there. Or, as I was just mentioning, it sounds complicated. It's not complicated. You click on contracts and all of them are here. Everything involving the contract, okay, including the arbitration disposition, not arbitration disposition, but requests for motion to compel arbitration. Okay, you're going to find that and other documents, because it's a lot of stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Full and complete education and study of arbitration. These are the files for that. If you want to learn everything arbitration, then this is where you will get to start. What we've done is we've taken all of the documents that are referring to arbitration, including the documents that have been perfected by Mr. Starks, and we placed it in this file in this folder right here, including the AAA, American Arbitration Association, procedures, policies, and case law dealing with arbitration, all right here in this one folder. As you can see, a lot more files than were there on the site originally. Okay. Hold on, we're not finished. See, this is what I do on the back end for SAA. I don't have anything to do with any of their arbitration that they deal with. I don't talk to them about it. I can't. My conscience won't let me, even though the law says that I can be directly associated with them and still have arbitrations go through them. My conscience says no. My conscience says, to me, doesn't matter what the law says. Oh, did you just say it doesn't matter what the law says? That's right. You can take that out of context if you want. Alright. It is how my conscience sees things. My conscience is not dictated by popularity, popular opinion, the swaying of which way the pendulum is swinging. My conscience is dictated by the God I serve. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, then we have a file associated directly with Bradley Christopher Stark. These are all the files concerning his, except for the motions that the courts have issued and all of that stuff, because they're redundant. They have nothing to do with the process of arbitration. Most people are going to run into a problem. They're going to run into a problem with the courts trying to ignore them. That's why we say, once you get your arbitration award, that is proof that the contract is valid. So that's why we created the motion for enforcing the contract. You'll find it in the contract files. You'll just have to, this is what I will suggest that you do, create a folder on your computer and download all the files into that folder. And separate the folders just the same as we separated here. You may have to create 2 or 3 more other folders to put certain other files, particular files, into that folder. And then there's your own library in your own home. It's not that we don't want you visiting the site. Oh, by the way, let's say I want to look up something on the infant estate or the infant contract. I simply click in the search bar, and as you see, it's all SAA. Now I have on my computer a pop-up blocker. If you don't have a pop-up blocker, you're going to get the Google ads, because this is a Google-based search engine. I thought you said you weren't using Google no more. I'm not. This is not for me. Okay, I'm designing the site for this company. Oh, okay, you can do that? Yes, I can do that. I can design the website for them. I now save them money and take the stress out of having to do this. This took 2 days. This was a lot of back and forth programming. Many of you who've tried to go to the site have recognized that. Okay, now, let's not go too fast. Now, this is just on the infant. I just typed in infant, and it pulled up all of these articles dealing with infant. This is the contract. This is the Express Universal Trust Agreement. Okay, now let's say I want to look up, let's say I'm going to type in assignment, because I'm interested to see how the assignment letter will pull up. You see, I'm testing the system out while I'm doing the video, because I literally have been working on this. I got a bunch of other things that I must take care of. Now look, if you have to type in another search, you simply click here on the X, okay, and then you do the other search. I typed in assignment and look what it gave us. When recorded, mail to, now this is an individual's assignment that someone else did. This assignment dated January 10th, and this is an assignment someone else did. Okay. Oh, no, that's what I did. Sorry. I looked at the names and I wasn't familiar with the names, but that's the assignment letter. Okay. Then we have the equitable redemption information. I accept the obligation on and in behalf of the United States. This is the contract, the equitable redemption document. This is the one that has the coupon, the remittance coupon. Then this is an Express Trust Universal. Now, let's see. I'm trying to figure out what's the full title. And see, that's the only problem. It doesn't give me the full title, even though the full title of the document is where it needs to be. It doesn't give me the full title. But this is the Express Trust document that we just talked about on the other page. The restatement of law of contracts. This is basically everything you need to know about trust and contract law. Okay? Now, although in the matters of arbitration, the court is not permitted to, this is the universal mortgage document dealing with the contract and the motion to compel arbitration. Alright, so there you go, ladies and gentlemen. SAA, the website's up and running, and just to let you know, last week you weren't able to log into the site because we were doing a lot of work, doing a lot of changes, trying to improve the site, trying to improve the services. SAA up and running, and we are still allowed, they are permitting us to advertise that they are looking for arbitrators. If you are interested in becoming an arbitrator, the only thing that you have to do is give them a contact. How do I contact SAA? I mean, I'm sorry, but you people, I've been trying to contact SATCOM and they won't even answer our SAA questions. Ladies and gentlemen, SAA can be reached just by clicking here. Wait, what if I don't want to go all the way up there? What if I'm all the way down here and I don't want to just go all the way up there? Because going all the way up there might be a little too much for me. You know, I got rigor mortis and idermeritis and, you know what I'm talking about. Then you just simply click on contact us. But that's still all the way up there. You're right. Oh well. Ladies and gentlemen, the United States Congress has made an effort to try to get rid of arbitration through this so-called Arbitration Fairness Act. You can click on the link to follow what they are doing. Okay, but that's why we suggested that everybody jump on the bandwagon now. Why? Why did you need to make everybody jump on some bandwagon now? Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why we had everybody jumping on the bandwagon now is because you want to be grandfathered in. Those of you who have not sent out your arbitration agreements, you want to put in a clause in your arbitration agreement that despite any changes and or pending changes to the law, your arbitration is to remain in effect as of the date and in line with the laws as they were as of the date of their enactment and blah blah blah. Okay, you want to do it so that even if they change the law, the terms of your agreement still remain the same. Okay, all right, this is the contact us phone. Okay, and I'm sorry that the screen is black, but that's a video, so that's why I was getting a black screen. But you simply just contact SAA. Okay, there you go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and ladies, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and just know that we need to show our appreciation and attention and recognition of the United States Supreme Court. I'm sorry, I do have to say that I'm liking John Roberts. He seems to be fair-minded as an individual. Now, I told you I didn't like him at first, but I didn't like him at first because of my own personal prejudice, because he came from Texas. Oh, you're talking about Texas? Yes, I'm talking about Texas. You see, many of you may not know, and there are a lot of you who live in Texas, the largest state in the United States, but please understand, I remember Mr. Bird. That's right, Mr. Bird. If you guys don't remember Mr. Bird, go and do your research on how in the 1980s, roughly about 1986, Mr. Bird was tied to the back of a truck and dragged to death, all because of the color of his skin. I knew Mr. Bird's relatives, for they had moved from Texas to California, Los Angeles area. I remember that. I remember all the other things Texas is renowned for when it comes to slavery. So it wasn't a personal thing against Roberts, other than the fact that he sat on the Supreme Court of the state of Texas. And when he sat on the Supreme Court of the state of Texas, there were a lot of putting to death of people. Death row was a big issue. And refusing to rehear cases when these judges know exactly what's going on in this country, which is why they're making an effort, an everyday effort, to keep the system going. So I will do the best I can. Break my neck. I will make sure they understand. And I'll make sure everybody else knows exactly what's going on in this stupid system and how to make sure the system understands. They say you can't beat City Hall. I've already done it. I've beaten them at their own game, and I will continue to beat them at their own game. Because either one way, either arbitration is the way to go, or it's all a lie. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you once again for letting me take on these last 3 minutes to rant. But there you go. SAA, the website. You want to get to the contract, all you got to do is click on contract templates. It'll tell you right here at the top. Come on now. Welcome to the SAA complimentary documents section, because it is a complimentary section. The documents are not provided because we have to provide it to SAA, and they have to provide it to you. The documents are provided because we want to give you access to the information. That's why we didn't censor it, but we pulled it from various sites that deal with arbitration, lawyers, judges, that type of thing. Not from those sites where you just got a person who's just given their opinion. You'll see that most of them are well-written documents explaining the history of arbitration. Thank you once again. Have a good day, everyone.